Hello, everyone. My name is Davion Bennett, and this summer I got the unique pleasure of working with Dr. Deborah Smith Pollard on the lasting impact of the traditional white Baptist hymn established in 1755 by Philip Doddridge. That was adopted by Edwin Hawkins in the early to late 1960s to create the new arrangement of "Oh Happy Day," which we know of now. This song has not only impacted numerous lives, but has opened so many doors for so many artists, some of which I have got the pleasure to interview this summer. So this summer, I began by delving into the Merdician Library for my research, finding and using articles, magazines, newspapers, and all other sources to help correctly identify and locate information most needed for my research about Oh Happy Day. Did I mention that I also had to go through the tedious process of obtaining a research license through the university, although my research stayed, which I would say ethical the whole time. Um, it was all worth it. Every hour spent on this process, though, as I not only got certified, but also learned some of the procedures other departments must go through as well. Next, I looked into also all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, to try to find other ways this song has impacted so many others. This route introduced me to many opinions to the wazoo, many people from either quoting the lyrics for their own political affiliations and beliefs to trying to hit the "Oh Happy Day" high note from the one and only Ryan Toby from Sister Act 2, but this song was another major success on platforms all around the board. YouTube for me as a sure certified researcher, on the other hand, was a rabbit hole that we will really not discuss because I found so many videos that that was not the bulk of the information that I was getting. But believe it or not, the comment sections will change your life. And it was filled with a lot of the testimonials of how the song affected the lives of so many struggling with addiction to suicide to illnesses, but most importantly, how it made people happy, a genuine joy that surpassed common understanding. So this summer, I had the pleasure of doing so many interviews with my mentor and a very close friend of mine now, Dr. Deborah Smith Pollard, and the Zoom meetings interviews this summer were amazing. I transcribed over 30 plus pages of hours of recording and were a part of it, the interview process, which was absolutely amazing. I got to interview Ryan Toby from Oh Happy Day, Pastor Shirley Miller, which is on the screen, who is not to be confused with the early Oh Happy Day singer, Dorothy Morrison, which is at the bottom there, and the purple, and many other star-studded geniuses that shared the impact of how Oh Happy Day has really changed their lives for the better. Among many other things that I have read and studied about this topic of discussion often came up, which was the language barrier. Not how it stopped people, but how the language barrier was destroyed. I know for me at least, I don't know many songs in Spanish. Although I speak Spanish, I don't know many songs in other different languages. I don't have a common understanding of what it means to be happy or day in many 5 to 10 other different languages. But I revel in the fact that many of the interviewers that I interviewed, they had a common understanding, whether if English was not their first language, they had an understanding that among a culture that did not speak English, for example, the BTS Korean pop band, which made their own version of Oh Happy Day, which they don't know English, but they knew this song and what it meant to be happy. In one of the interviews I had to transcribe this summer, which was Mega Wano, which was she's a very popular choir director. She owns multiple choirs out in Japan. She said that even the Japanese who don't know English, everyone knows the words happy and day. They're universal words. And that just stood out to me heavily. That's when I really, really got to dive into Oh Happy Day and what it really means to be happy and everyone's understanding of their interpretation of what this song means to them. And so the lasting impact of this song, as mentioned earlier, opened so many doors for hundreds of artists. One of my favorite being Aretha Franklin. So anyone you could imagine may have covered this song because of the doors that it did open. For the Hawkins family, it was a huge, huge hit. All you have to do is look. Many shows and movies still use it to convey emotional scenes and of triumph and success. You see in Secretariat and the show Blackish that the song was still used pretty recently. I started out not knowing much about the song, but always had the passion for gospel music. And now Oh Happy Day is now one of the songs that I feel an attachment to. Thanks so much for listening to my 2021 Shure Showcase presentation on Oh Happy Day. Thank you for the opportunity.